Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing an astrogalomancy style Jenna reading. I'm going to go ahead and use the dice. This will be for your sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so here we go. Spirit, what guidance do you have for the general collective at this time? For whom it'll resonate for whenever the time is divine, please, and thank you so much. All right, the signs that came out are Scorpio. We have Pisces. We have Libra. And we have Cancer for sun, moon, and rising. So let's go ahead and get 6 alphabet tiles for words, names, initials. All right, that should be good from our bananagram. There's 4 and 2. All right, so we have U, we have R, you are, O, we have T, rot, another T, and an A. So there might be a double consonant somewhere in the word or name, or perhaps in the initials as well. The word tour, our, rat, tar, rut. So see if you see any others. Go ahead, comment down below. It might help others out. All right, let's get a couple from each half set of tea leaf and see what the situation is about, please, and thank you, Spirit. What do we got? What are we working with? What's the scenario? All right, that's a lot. All right, other stack. Do a quick shuffle. For Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Cancer. Whoever's charts this may be, might be heavy water sign too, or water dominant. Get a couple. Thank you, Spirit. All right, gather these up. All right, the first card out you have is Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. We have not unsuccessful plans. Perhaps the negative forces beyond your control is going to be unsuccessful. Those could be the unsuccessful plans. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Let's see there, fits perfect. You have Butterfly, a change for the better. You have Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So that could be your solid foundation too, and a change for the better. Butterflies and dolphins might be important animal synchronicities or signs or spirit guides for you at this time. Tulip, great passion. Tulips could also be important. And you have success. So perhaps whatever this is that you're doing, you have great passion for. It's very successful. And it's coming from something you did in the past. And whoever these negative forces are that are beyond your control, that might be unsuccessful. We'll check in on that, all right? All right, let's get a couple from the past life oracle just to give us some identifiers on this person's place, situation, thing, especially having anything to do with this negative force. What this may be about. What is the success surrounding? Please and thank you, Spirit. All right. We have persecution and inquisition, but that came up secondary. So I would go ahead and surmise and say that is your cobweb, right? Perhaps there's whatever negative forces it is. It's somebody that just wants to persecute and contradict and just get in the way and cause problems, right? You also have wars and battles, so perhaps this has been something that's been ongoing for a while. Okay? Wars and battles typically they're not short-lived, right? We'll go ahead and get one from the Moonology as well as an identifier. Decide to swipe the Life Purpose Oracle out for it, see if we get something else. This could also be just situational. Please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right. We have full moon in Leo. So this could be timing. This person's moon sign could be in Leo. They could be a Leo. Or your moon is in Leo. Or you have Leo heavy in your chart as well. Could also just be very prideful emotions going on. Don't let pride get in your way. All right. I've also swapped out another deck too from the last batch. Although I'm going to be posting a few altogether. I have them done. Decided to swap halfway with the location identifier deck, okay? I did modify it a bit and added oceans and seas and things, so. Alright, Spirit, what identifier can we get regarding this? Now, if this is a person that's traveling or travels involved, this could just indicate, you know, an identifier of where they've traveled or where they're going or where they're from, nationality can be included as well in this. Should be more comprehensive now. Perhaps it identifies where this battle took place. All right, these wars. You have Southern Hemisphere. Okay, I know it's a bit broad, but perhaps they travel a lot, and they really like the Southern Hemisphere. All right, so let's get 6 cards from the Kipper deck. Thank you, Spirit. Can you tell us more about this situation? These negative forces and what the success may be? Or anything regarding the negative forces where the collective could maybe kind of work around it, avoid it, just be mindful of it. Please and thank you. We're not doing reversals, so I know sometimes they usually do. This is more identifying. 2 more, please. 1 more. Thank you. All right. First card out, you have number 37, which breaks down to a 10. 10s are endings. They do lead to new beginnings. Poverty. So there's some kind of loss or maybe a feeling of loss. We'll see what the next card is. Number 4, courtship. So this could indicate platonic or romantic. Could even mean some kind of working relationship. Maybe not heavily professional, but some kind of partnership of some kind. Maybe something that had just begun. Maybe it's somebody who just started working with and they're not exactly agreeable. Perhaps they have a poverty mindset. That could also be. We also have, and yep, number 32, which breaks down to 5, indicating change and transition. You do have despair. So perhaps this has been a miserable connection, right? Could be because of their miserableness, right? They're negative. You have, again, another 5. You have the mature man in his feminine energy with that silver dot there indicating lunar energy. So this could be someone older to you or you're the older one. You have number 28, again, another 10. That leads to a new beginning, endings. You have the expectation card. This is a card of like temperance. It's like also known as the 3-month patience card. So perhaps this situation has been happening within the last 3 months or will continue on for another 3 months, okay? And last but not least, definitely something to think about. Expectation also kind of indicates a little bit of having to think things through logically and not so much, be rational, right? At the same time, coming from heart space, but still using your head as well, right? 16 does break down to a 7, so there's some luck here. I would have to say these negative forces are the unsuccessful plan. All right, so let's do a little extra clarifying here. What is this success? about, Spirit? Is this a working relationship? Is this a project? Is this something creative? What is this? Let's get a few cards. I have a feeling it's something creative, that passion is there. It's something you really, really love doing. Like turning a hobby into a career, right? Please and thank you, Spirit. One more, please. So you have the Eight of Pentacles and you have the Ten of Wands. But I'm not getting burdened with that 10 of Wands. I'm just getting like there's a lot to do, right? A lot of tasks. A lot of spark. You have the Ace of Wands here too. So you have the Eight of Pentacles. Working very hard, diligently, a craftsman. And then probably just a lot of stuff to do, right? With this project, whatever it is. Maybe there's a lot of working parts, right? But you do have the Ace of Wands, meaning that you have some spark and inception and growth with it. So it's definitely passionate. Fire energy is always passionate as well, ambitious. So, what's unsuccessful? What are the unsuccessful plans? What is the shadow? What is the blind spot? There we go. Just thinking of that. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right. We have Judgment, the Moon, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so it's more like just being up in your head and being too dreamy, right? And making decisions quickly. And it could very well be this person in despair is more like that, right? So maybe their indecisiveness is slowing down the process. You know, especially if they're responsible for some of these extra tasks, right? It could be just kind of slowing things down a bit. There we go. All right, Spirit. Trying to think what else we could clarify here. What about this change? Tell us about this change. Let's butterfly that. First card out, death, transformation, release, done, change. It's a little on the nose, right? Spirit, you funny. We love you. All right. Now, that's a book. Maybe the change is going to detail a lot, okay? Let's just get one or two just to kind of tell us what this change is. Just give us the gist, please. Thank you. All right, King of Wands. Something you'll be motivated, generous, worldly, direct. And you take charge with this change. All right, one more. There we go. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I have a feeling Spirit's just like, you'll see it when it's coming, but you got to go for it. You got something in the tangible here, okay? It always makes me laugh when it's so on the nose like this. But it is a tangible new beginning, so that's a good thing, and that's what you'll have that success over. Okay, this feels really excellent. I love it. All right, let's get you some guidance from the Halloween Oracle. Spirit, what guidance do you have? You want to put out 2 cards, we can do that. A little extra something, something. You want to stick with one, that's fine too. One more time. What's your guidance for the water signs and Libra today regarding this situation? Please and thank you. All right, just one. Good. Ooh, you have midnight, the most magical hour of all. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read the whole thing. There may be words in there that might ping for you as well. The dark, it envelops me. The witching hour awaits. true magic and enchantment, and spells that change fates. So maybe the witching hour might have some significance in this scenario. The middle of the night. Midnight is the hour in which it is believed that ghosts, witches, ghouls, and magic are most likely to be active. Transition times such as noon, the time between tides, or even dark moon, are traditionally powerful times for magical transformation. In some Christian traditions, the witching hour is seen as 3 a.m. because it is the opposite to the time that Jesus is said to have died at 3 p.m. But there is some consensus that midnight is the time of greatest magic, particularly around Halloween. As soon as the clock strikes midnight on Halloween, it is said that the spirits flow forward through the veil and, if benevolent, bring positive messages. If not so benevolent, they are mischievous and play tricks at best, or at worst, cause havoc. So you do have your negative forces here, so I'm not going to go ahead and say it, but this individual might get witchy, or seemingly witchy, right? You know, gossip is a form of spell work, so they could be gossiping. And it's piss poor manifestation, if you ask me, at its core, right? All right. Allow yourself to relax in the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. There could be something about the dark night, too, that might resonate. Know, too, that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. No, it's something to balance. Ironically, we got to be Goldilocksing the situation, right? Okay, so hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye.